Wrong. Wait, seriously, you gotta be kidding me, right? No, just no. Stop saying that. That is just false and kind of dumb. Today, I wanna jump in and debunk some common myths and misconceptions that I hear people talk about when it comes to singing. Guys, I gotta be honest here. When I hear some of these things being talked about from the mouths of professionals without context, I get pretty worked up. That being said, I'm gonna try to keep my chill today, so let's dive in. Hey singers, my name is Whitney Nichole, and welcome to the Singing Straw YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am a singer-songwriter, pro vocal coach, studio owner, and creator of the Singing Straw, which is a super rad tool that helps singers around the world develop a healthier, stronger, and more balanced voice. So if that sounds like something you're into, make sure to join the Singing Straw fam and hit that subscribe button down below, because we put out videos every week on how to do just that. Myth number 1, chest voice, head voice, and mixed voice. So I'm gonna start right off top with the big one here, guys. Yes, I am prepared to face the wrath in the comments, but you know what? I only speak the truth. So are you ready? There is no such thing as chest voice, head voice, or mixed voice. We only have one voice. It's just yours. You can call it a mixed voice if you want, but all sound is created at the vocal folds. Yep. Even that heavy, thick, low sound that some people equate or call chesty, and that higher, lighter sound that some might say is falsetto-y or head voicey, all that sound is created in the same place at the vocal fold level, where those vocal folds vibrate. And then that sound is resonated out through the throat and mouth. Now, we as singers can do a lot of different things to change the tone, timbre, and quality of that sound, including adjusting our breathing, our vocal fold vibration, compression level, modifying the shape of our throat and our mouth, the height of our larynx, but the sound waves do not resonate in the chest cavity, and they don't resonate in your skull. All the magic happens here, okay? Right through that throat and that mouth. Anything else you feel is sympathetic vibration. Now again, before you start yelling at me down below, I am not saying you can't use these terms. If you understand that they're metaphors and not a physical reality, and these terms help you communicate with other mutually knowledgeable folks about your voice, then by all means, use the terms chest, head, and mix. Just understand and know the context. They're metaphors. And if you're like me, and these terms only served to put your voice in a box that made your life harder, lose them altogether. Myth number 2, you either have it or you don't. This one is pervasive and it kills me. A lot of people mistakenly believe that they're tone deaf or that they just aren't a singer, they can't sing. Maybe because someone criticized their voice at a vulnerable time, and maybe they just totally gave up on singing. And here's the thing, singing is incredibly vulnerable. And when you open yourself up like that and somebody, probably without even realizing it, shuts you down or shames you, it's traumatic. I know, but singing has such incredible benefits. So please don't let that be the end of your voice journey. If you enjoy music and singing, you can and should sing. Singing, like anything else, involves muscles, muscle memory, patterns, training, understanding your body. And all of those things can be worked on and improved with the right resources and guidance. In my eyes, there's really not a huge difference between singing and another sport. I like to think about singers as vocal athletes. So with practice and guidance, you can definitely get better and improve. These are all little muscles that we're working on adjusting and learning how to use. And sure, someone might be born with a body that lends itself to a certain type of singing, in the same way that being tall might lend yourself to being really good at basketball. But that's not all there is to it. And it's so much more than that. And there is so much joy to be had with singing at all levels. So yes, you can learn to sing. Yes, you can get better at singing. And yes, you can learn to love your voice. Myth number 3, breathing is everything. All right. Now, I might get a little flack from the classical teachers on this one, but thinking that breathing is all we need to think about or is all that matters is just not true. Breathing is important, sure, and it matters. It's one part, an important part, but only one part of a 3-part system. And those other 2 parts are equally, maybe even arguably, slightly more important when it comes to developing your voice. What I'm referencing when I talk about this 3-part system is the power source filter model. The idea that in creating human sound, both in speech and singing, we need these 3 components. Power, yes, that is the breath, I know, I said it was important. And then source, okay? Source is the vocal folds, right? That vibration that happens in your larynx. And then we can't forget the filter. That is how the sound is filtered out, how those sound waves are filtered out through your throat and your mouth. In other words, how you shape your vowel. In working with singers, professional voice teachers and coaches really need to understand and address all three components to affect change in the voice. And these things are intertwined. But I had to throw this myth in there because there's this old school idea that if you spend years perfecting your breath, the rest is just gonna fall into place. And I'm sorry to say, it's just simply not true. Okay, there you have it. I'm getting off my soapbox now. I hope I didn't irk too many of you out there, but if you are noticing a little bit of defensiveness while watching this video, I invite you to get curious about that, because truly no one knows everything, you guys, myself included. And it's really healthy to hear information that shakes up or challenges what you think you know a little bit. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and if you have any deeper questions. I always love to hear from you guys. And while you're down there, I would super appreciate if you could hit that like and subscribe button, as it does go a long way to supporting our channel. Thank you so much for being here today with me, and I will see you next week.